Hello everybody, I'm Matthew Austin and SamuraiHex, and welcome back to the final episode of the Derby County beta save. Yes, it's not the beta save. Yes, the Football Manager 24.3.0 updates come out, but it was starting in the beta and it's finishing in the update, the winter update. So we have resigned from Derby County after the last episode. If you did not know what last episode happened, last episode entailed with us winning the Emirates FA Cup, second final in 3 years, the first being in League One of all things, which we unfortunately lost in that game to Chelsea in the final that time. But now Premier League side, we ended up playing the FA Cup final and winning it. And yeah, that was the end of the 3 seasons with Derby. So it's the 9th of June, I think literally. It might have literally just been that we've just resigned. No, we resigned on the 26th of the 5th. So they still haven't employed a manager. And yeah, I have already used a little custom skin that I make called Hex View Hidden, which is basically my Hex View. But it also includes the hidden current abilities and potential abilities, because we couldn't see the abilities and potentials. Could basically do it by that. So probably the worst player in the whole side was Will Squires, who to be fair was loaned out, but Romelu and Mitchell, who was in the main side, was quite awful. And the best player was probably Jay Marsden, 150 potential ability, and we loaned him out to Blackburn. What were we thinking? And this was the guy who at the start of the game was generated because we didn't have enough youth players. So in the beta, Derby County didn't start with enough youth players. So if you clicked generate players upon start game, Derby would start with a new player and it would be a striker. And yeah, this was the striker that was spawned in, you could say. He did really well first season for a youngster who was only 16. Second season was loaned out to the League One Bolton, where he did well. This season he played a few times for us and has got 2 goals off the bench. Now he's apparently scoring 11 goals in 20 games for Blackburn, and he's our best player in the side with 150. I've just noticed he had an England cap. He's got an England cap and he's loaned out to Blackburn in the Championship. Oh my word, what were we doing loaning him out when he was that good? And he could get better, he could get to 167, so he could be a world class player. I think 160 like world class players, and that's what you'd expect your team, your lower half of your squad to be in like top hand Premier League. So hopefully he sails at the squad. We've also got Andy Williams. I'd like to see his potential. He came in the first youth intake and he looked really, really good. Yeah, so he's 139, 154 potential. He's coming out loan at Fleetwood. He'd already played 1 game in League One, and he's not done too bad at Fleetwood. And of course, he's apparently gone up and playing for a bit better than he should be. He's playing for a bit better team, a worse team than he should be. But yeah, they've improved massively. Apparently, the best person to take over for me is Mark van Bommel. He was a Antwerp manager in the beta, so he started there, and he's kind of there currently. So yeah, this episode is basically us going a few years in advance, maybe 15, I don't know. I think I've got it to about... I know I've got over 10 years to sim, so we can do all that. So let's skip ahead to the first year and see who takes over for us and what happens in the Premier League. If we go to season preview quickly for Derby, the season preview for this next upcoming season that's not clicked over is 18th, 450 to 1. So yeah, I'm going to skip ahead and see what happens. Right, we're here, and probably Forrester's job is available. They're still in the Premier League, and what about Derby? Derby didn't have as good a season with me, but they still finished 16th, and well, Forest got relegated and Leeds were further down than them, so that's a very successful season for Derby considering Leeds and Forest were worse than us. Oh my god, the manager that took over for me was Erik ten Hag, who was sacked by Man United in 2024. At least he was. I assumed he was sacked, which he was. And apparently Diego Simeone took over from him. But apparently Eric Ten Hag is the new Derby County manager. You heard it here folks, 2027, Eric Ten Hag will be the manager of Derby, who will be in the Premier League. I don't think that will happen in real life, but okay. If we go to the transfers in the first season, without us, only a few people left at the end of that. No one really left. However, we got rid of a few people. Pelly Mapanzu was one of them, who's now apparently assistant manager. Samuel Bastian was also another that retired at 30. In terms of the players joining in, I think Keane Lewis Power was all three already guaranteed. No, the others weren't. So we brought in Sean Longstaff on James Justin joined for the biggest money for 17 million. And Valentin Gendry joined us, another big signing. And then we loaned a load of players out. Josh Vickers was sold, which is unfortunate because I wanted him at the club. Ross Barker was also sold, this time to Cardiff. And yeah, best team. Holly James Marsden is now 164 current ability player. My word, he's literally hands down best player in Derby. He's still got his one cap for England. Is he born in Derby? No, he's born in Stroud. I don't know where that is. Is it in Derbyshire? I'm not sure. Yeah, in terms of average rating, Keito Nakamura was the best player. Then it was Gendry who joined this season. Jay Stansfield, who was one of our signings, he'd have got really good average rating, but maybe not brilliant on the goals and assists. Ben Davis, I think he was ours as well. No, he wasn't. He was a Tottenham player from before. We didn't sign him, and he was automatically signed by the new manager, Ten Hag. He did really well. And Jack Bates, who was on loan, didn't do too bad for Preston. I think that was a successful season, so we'll go to season 2. And Derby this time finished 15th. Nowhere near relegation. Leeds, Wolves and Ipswich go down. Chelsea won the league. Last season it was Liverpool. The season before that it was Chelsea. Man City have fallen off the favour. But Derby, let's see. Apparently Enzo Maresca is now the new manager. Apparently Ten Hag was sacked in November. And then Enzo Maresca's joined as the manager. Can I go to the Premier League and then look at past positions at Derby County? So around about November, it would be when we were 20th. So we were 20th. So Ten Hag had an awful start. Because of that, he was, of course, sacked, rightfully so. And the highest we actually ever got to this season was 14th. Which is not that bad. We're building. Did we win any more domestic cups? No, did we win the Community Shield though? No, we didn't win that. So we lost the Emirates FA Cup. We of course won the Emirates FA Cup and we lost the Community Shield next season. But yeah, best players. Let's go for sales. So end of last season, no one really joined or left. Amanda Brozier joined, and Rosas was joined as well. Rodrigo Villagra, he's probably the best player in the squad. Jay Marsden was sold to Newcastle for 46.5 million. So he played the first season without us. He scored 15 goals in 35 games. And then Newcastle bought him. Big money. Everyone else was just loaned out. Released players. Tony Weston, he was decent for me. He's now playing for Wrexham in League 1. Damiano Augustine, who is the son of the other Augustine, I forgot his first name. And Juninho Bacuna, who only played 3 times for us in the end. And Jake Crooney was also a let go, who still hasn't got a club. He only played 21 games altogether since last time, but he didn't play in the Premier League, so that's good. He didn't play for me in the Premier League, so yeah, probably gave him too long a contract and he just wasn't good enough for the Prem. Yeah, I'm probably going to skip ahead another 3 seasons. Quickly look at the rest of the Football League. So Forest got promoted first time of asking, which is unfortunate there. Anyone Weird. Reading maybe being in the Championship considering how they are in real life now. Wrexham promoted to the Championship. Sutton relegated from League One, so they were in League One for a season at least. Salford finally got promoted. Gillingham and Stevenage went down. Southport, Hamworth get promoted from the Vanarama National North. I thought it was the National League now. Scunthorpe finally got back up to the Football League. Hartlepool go down to the 6th tier. And yeah. Skip ahead now to the season 5 in the future. Well, this is not very good. Derby County have been relegated in the 5th season since I was last here. So Man City ended up winning another 2 titles, and then Arsenal have just won their first one. First one in what? Over 20 years. Well, would it be 27, 26? So that's a long time. I think they'll win one hopefully before that, I hope. Unless right now it looks like it's going to be Liverpool in real life or Man City fighting for the title. But maybe if Man City have those charges hit against them, then it might be Arsenal and Liverpool. Who knows? Crystal Palace getting continental football. But yeah, Derby get relegated. Enzo Maresca is still manager. So they decided to keep him on. Even though he got them relegated. The season preview this time was 17th. So if we go to the transfers that happened since last time. So of course that was their last time. Bought in a big player called Galeno for Real Madrid, who's now going to be joining Real Valladolid. Sold Wild Smith. James Justin was sold for the cheap after they bought him in for like 20 million or something. 20 million nearly, and then they sold him for 6.5. That is not a good deal of business. Charlie Lindsay was sold. He's now over in Al Arabi. Bought in another big player with Sugo. Felipe Sanchez, I think was me, or maybe was he not? Yeah, he was me. He was sold for big money to Middlesbrough. Darren Robinson, who was also a youth academy player, or at least he came in at he was youngster when he was with me. He played a few times in the Premier League, was sold in the end to Norwich. Dubinese was finally sold. I think we got a nice healthy profit on him for coming in on a free transfer. Hardly playing in the Prem. 3.8 million to, at the time, Premier League. Coventry got promoted to the Prem. Very well done for them. And then this upcoming season, we hardly spent any money, only Lello coming in. Kovacic was sold. Best goalkeeper was sold, so maybe that's why we didn't do as well. In terms of the stadium, let's just look at that. Has it been upgraded? No, I don't think it has. Can it be upgraded? That's the thing. We upgraded to 50,000. Yeah, we've also been improving the youth and training facilities and youth crew and junior coaching, I think. Owen Cashin's still at the club, so is Max Bird. Jay Stansfield's still at the club. Go by best players in terms of current ability. Rodrigo Villagra, who wasn't us. Aaron Cashin's got 149 current ability in this version of the game. Andy Williams was the goalkeeper. He's the main choice goalkeeper now at 146 current ability. Could get to 154 if it needed. Has he played a game for England? No, he has not. I don't think he ever will, to be honest. Jay Stansford did well. We got a really good average rating for saying we were relegated, which is very disappointing. Ben Radcliffe's still at the club. Dylan Williams is still at the club and playing well. Topolovic stayed at the club, but not done as well as I would have expected him to have done as one kid. But his average rating was nowhere near as good as I expected it to be. Max Purd played quite a long time and can play on the left hand side. I think did I do that? I don't know if I trained him to be that. I'm not sure now. But yeah, he's still really good. But not Premier League quality, if you know what I mean. But the only one who's Premier League quality is probably all these on 140s and above. So all the others will have to be gone for the next season. Oh, well, they'll be good for the next season in the Championship, but Premier League, maybe not if they get promoted straight first time of asking. Probably skip ahead now another year and see how we do in the Championship. Right, so Derby won the league. Apparently the manager's not there anymore. So Maresca left, West Ham manager, and Rydström joined, who is at the time in real life manager of Malmo. He ended up being manager of Stoke. I don't know if he's even manager of Malmo now, considering this was done in the beta, so basically 6 months ago in real life. But yeah, he became manager of Derby and he got them champions. Yeah, best players calling it Andy Williams, 150 potential ability, or current ability I mean. But it looks like we've had a bit of a clear out. So if we go to release players, a load of players were released. Brought in quite a lot of people in, 33.5 million. Biggest one being Luzo Crusto, who is a new gen Cypriot from Arsenal. Dopulovic was sold so cheap. Saying we bought him for 3 million, he did well first season, and then ever since then he hardly played. And he was ended up sold cheap to Southampton, so he didn't reach his potential when he said he was to be a wonder kid. Teresa Hayes, I think he's a regen, you see, here's him from my youth academy. Jay Stansford sold for 57 million to Napoli. He must have been unhappy about getting relegated, so Derby sold him. Yeah, it's the first time I've asked it. I'll probably skip ahead another year and see what happens in the Premier League for the return. So Derby County finished 16th in Premier League this season. Arsenal won the league again, and the one time that Derby went in the Premier League, Man City won it. So we have got a new manager, so Rydström left to become Norwich manager. I don't know why you would think Norwich would be better than Derby, especially considering they're in the Championship. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. So Lionel Scaloni joined, who is currently a manager of Argentina. Ended up becoming Brighton manager, then Fulham, then Sheffield Wednesday. Did Sheffield Wednesday get into the Premier? No, they didn't. So Scaloni didn't have a good season, a good career as he has done as manager of Argentina. But hopefully he'll do well with Derby. No more trophies won, and the capacity of Derby County's Pride Park hasn't been up. But look at that. Look at that. Hendrick has joined Derby on a free from Real Madrid. What is his current ability? 155, 164 potential. So he's definitely the best player. He actually joined him in the Championship. I missed that, didn't I? He joined Derby in the Championship. Hendrick joined Derby in the Championship. That is unbelievable. That is absolutely unbelievable for a player of his quality. No offence to myself as a Derby fan, but I doubt a Derby team in the Championship would ever be able to get Hendrick in real life, no matter what his career takes. I think if he doesn't go as well as it wanted to in Real Madrid, it'll probably go back to Brazil or something, so yeah. But not many people joined. Released players, some more people were released. Solo players, Rosas, I remember him from when signed. Mohamed Kamara, I think I remember him from the youth intake. But not many people being sold. Season preview for Derby after finishing in 16th is 17th. So they're a really good side still. A really, really good side. And I'll probably skip ahead now. Probably. Let's see how many years we got. So we got all the way up to 2049. So we're in 2033. I'll probably skip to 2038. Now, if you're wanting to try out this save yourself, I'm going to put it on my Patreon. I want to get more knowledge of my Patreon. I do have one. I did promote it originally when I was doing YouTube, but then I thought maybe as a smaller YouTuber it's not a good idea to ask people to pay to get bonuses or whatever when you've only got like 50 subscribers. But yeah, I've decided to put all my saves up once I join a club or once I leave a club, that sort of thing. So yeah, if you want to try out the Derby County save, I'll have one save, which will be immediately after the season review of Derby County back in while we were still managing them, so you can manage myself as just take over me as the manager, or then retire me and career in, I don't care, and try and take Derby to new heights that I didn't take them to. More FA Cup wins, another Premier League win, possibly UEFA Champions League win, and I'll also do the save for at the end of this, looking forward to, so it'll be about 20 years in the future from the point where we left Derby. So if you want to give them a try, do check out my Patreon. It'll be in the description down below. You will have to unfortunately pay for the content, but a load of all these FM YouTubers do, so I thought, why can't I do it and try and get some money that can go and be put into the channel, be put into my writing. So yeah, if you want to support the channel and you also want the saves of the files, just do 1 month donation. You can cancel any time, it doesn't really matter for me, but anyone even just clicking the Patreon coming my way really does make me happy, so thank you for that. But yeah, Derby County are currently in the Premier League still. Did they get relegated? Yes, they did. So in 2034-35 season they got relegated, but came up first time with Aston in second place. They have not won any more trophies, knock off that championship trophy. So if we go to, I think it was 31-32, so Endrick joined, that was in the championship. One joined called Kangan Lee. It's a real life player who I've never heard of, to be fair. Eloy joined, I think I've got him in another game I've got with a player called Eloy, so he must be facing the game. Yeah, a load of people were sold. Keaton Nakamura was finally sold, this time to Besiktas. Gendry was sold. Then we brought in Kangin Lee after he was on loan for 55 million. More people being sold. Let's look at best value. 30 mil, 22 million from Jonathan Vero. It's apparently a real life player. I've got to say Nujo because I haven't heard of him. And the rest were just youngsters. Big signings are the 2035-36 Leo Shahar from Cardiff. Gomez joined from Aston Villa, and Miley joined, who I knew he was a really good player, from West Brom. They saw some players for 30 million, 20 million. Was that the season we went down? I think it might have been. Next season, they come in for 30 million, 12s and 3s. Sold players for 30 million, 10 million, 90 million that season, and hardly any being sold at this last season. Apparently Andy Williams is still at the club. 30 years old, he's played 5 times for England. He finally got his England cap after he joined from our academy. So he joined it in the first year's academy, and he was loaned out first 2 seasons, which it was loaned out the first 2 seasons. It was loaned out the 3rd season and 4th season. 5th and 6th, he was a squad player, or played a few times. Then after that, he was regular star, and he's been regular star all the time. Not even got unhappy I wanted to leave after the championship relegations and all that stuff. So yeah, it's good to see youth player be there. Endrick only ever played 2 games for Brazil and scored 2 goals, but he didn't get unhappy when he was in the championship with Derby, and he didn't get many goal scoring opportunities really. I expect better from Endrick in real life and in game. So best player is Franco Lopez for Derby, 165 current ability, 30-year-old. Who comes in on a free transfer from Aston Villa, who then he signed him from River Plate. Next, Fabricio Gomez, Uruguayan, who also joined from Aston Villa, this time for a paid fee for £26.5 million. Who was that player? The youngster. And when did we sell him? I think we sold him here, or was it not? Sold him to Newcastle. So where is Newcastle? I'm trying to look up. I'm going way too far. I'm looking for the Newcastle sale. Let's say Jay Marsden, 31 years old, still at Newcastle, and he is turning into a right old good player. 33 caps for England, 5 goals. That's not bad for a player that started up, that was spawned in at the start of the game, because Derby County didn't have enough strikers in the under 21s or under 18s. So yeah, I'm going to skip ahead probably another 5 years. So Derby County are 11th this season in the Premier League. So they're up and up. So after the last time, they have finished in top half every single season. Managers, it's probably Danny Cowley now. After Scaloni, it turned to Will Still. After Will Still, who left in the end to West Ham. After Will Still, it was Colden McGee, who is a regen, and then it's now Danny Cowley, who was previously Wales manager, West Ham manager, Norwich manager, West Brom manager, Leeds, West Ham again, and Charlton. So yeah, we have not won any more cups, which is unfortunate to see. So we've only ever won the major trophies. In the FA Cup. Capacity of Pride Park's gone up to £43,000 now. £43,000 capacity in terms of seats. Apparently training utilities have gone down, however. Best player currently is 162 potential Dejnan Trihovic, who comes in on £60 million from Dynamo. So he looks a good player, but he's not got maybe as many assists or goals as I would like him to have done. Maybe he need a better finisher, but yeah, another good player for Bristol Gomez, who's been here since last time. He's been a stalwart at Derby for many a year now and got really good goals, contributions. If we were to go to all the legends, I can't see anyone that's maybe been added. Max Bird, Jay Stansfield, Andy Williams did in the end get squad on the favourite personnel, and he's only recently just stopped playing for the club. At 35 years old, he's now back up. Hendrick is apparently a favourite personnel at the club. Jay Buxton, player and manager. When did he manage Derby? I don't know. I don't think he managed Derby. Did he ever become a caretaker? No, he didn't. I don't understand that. Okay, and everybody skip ahead to the final save point and see where Derby are in the league. So I am now a 53-year-old in the year 2049. That's hard to think. Derby County, however, stay in the Premier League, and they've been in the Premier League since their relegation, or since their promotion, I mean in 2035-36. Managers, let's go to there first. So after Danny Carley, who only lasted a year, was Lionel Scaloni rejoined the game, and then he went to Man City. So he didn't last long, but he apparently had 2 spells at Derby County. And the next one's been this guy, Hayden Mitchley, who's a 60-year-old. He's been manager of teams like Lincoln, Wimbledon, Coventry, Blackburn, Oxford, Leicester, Palace, and now Derby. We've won no more trophies, still no more trophies, but we're now apparently playing the Derby Stadium, which was built in 2045, 59,000 capacity stadium, which could rise to 77,000. So Derby really have risen up the ranks really. If I go to the best team, Desmond Tenhira, who we saw last time. He's our best player. He is asking to leave because he wants to play continental football though. So does that mean Derby have had continental football before? Logan Cabral is another best player who came in from Nantes. Benito Mertens. another important player, star player, that's one of the best players in the whole Premier League. Let's look at the people that have won it. So, considering this, I'll save the game, and let's save I've got to. We'll look at all the past winners. The first season was Man City, second season was Liverpool. Season we were in the Prem and played, it was Chelsea, then it was Liverpool, Chelsea, Man City twice, Arsenal, Man City, Arsenal twice, Man City twice, Arsenal, then Man City 5 times, Arsenal twice, Man City once, Arsenal another 3 times, and recently Tottenham have finally won something in 2048-49, winning the league by 7 points to Newcastle. Leeds currently 5th best team, Coventry looking good, Man U down and out as always, Bournemouth looking good. Season previews, Tottenham are the best team, then it's Arsenal. Leeds apparently had a tycoon takeover, I would assume, or they've built up the squad really well through the match like the 90s and 80s and 70s and such. Derby, 13th best team in the league and all that, so really not that bad. 4-star reputation club now, really good. Gabet Championship, anyone that is quite strange? Maybe Aston Villa being in the Championship, Salford being in the Championship as well. Everton, Sheffield United, Plymouth still staying in the Championship, Bradford City being promoted, Exeter just being relegated back to League 1, Torquay promoted to League 1, from League 1 to the Championship as champions. Considering they're in the National League South, that is a good rise from them. Same with York being promoted to the Championship, Bromley, Scunthorpe, Bury being back in the Football League where they belong. Tamworth being in the League 1. Let's go about League 2, however. Wigan, Dorking promoted to the League 1, Oldham, Yeovil, back to the Football League for them. Haven't in Waterloo though. Chester getting back to the Football League. Gateshead, Boston United being relegated alongside Hampton and Richmond Borough. National League, Bolton being in the National League alongside Crewe. Doncaster also being in the National League alongside Cambridge and Peterborough, Rochdale, actually in real life as well. Wickham, Northampton, Stevenage, Port Vale being relegated to National League, and Luton. So they're starting the Premier League and now they're National League North or National League South, I would assume, club. Hartlepool being National League North. Macclesfield not getting back promoted to the League 1 or whatever, or League 2, Tony Weston's the manager. He used to be one of our players. So after his career, he went to Cambridge, he went to Wrexham, then Walsall, Forest Green, and now he's been manager of Macclesfield for the past 7 years. So it's good seeing an old player become a manager like that. Anyone else kind of surprising? Harrogate, Cheltenham, Accrington, National League South, Sutton, Dagenham and Redbridge, maybe that's a surprise, maybe. Ebbsfleet being relegated from National League North and National League South, maybe a surprise. Oh, quickly let's go to Champions League and UEFA League and UEFA competitions. I forgot to check all them. So in terms of the past winners, it's been a mixture between PSG, Bayern, Real, Barcelona, Man City, Arsenal, Newcastle, Tottenham, Europa League, Atlanta, Real Sociedad, Fiorentina, Tottenham, Monaco, Aston Villa, AZ, Real Sociedad again, Monaco, Fiorentina again, Newcastle, Fulham, Roma. So if you hear that, that is my dog climbing up something. Braga, Sporting, Real Betis, Liverpool, Juve, Chelsea, Athletic Club. The Conference League, Aston Villa, Fiorentina, Arsenal, Feyenoord, AZ, Brentford, KRC Genk, Tottenham, Trabzonspor, Lazio, Monaco, Juve, Man U, Crystal Palace, Sevilla, West Ham, Villarreal, Liverpool, Viking, that's a surprise. For for Norway really. Leeds, Dynamo Kiev, Lyon and Fulham. If I go to World Cup, Germany won the 2026 World Cup, with Italy finishing second and France finishing third. 2030 in Turkey, it was Spain, Belgium and Italy. Spain winning the FIFA World Cup. 2034 in Japan, it was Italy. Ecuador and Wales finishing runners-up in third. 2038 in South Africa again, it was Portugal, Argentina and England. Portugal winning the league, winning the World Cup. 2042, it takes until England win another World Cup, winning it in Germany with Switzerland finishing runners-up and Spain finishing third. And then this recent one in 2046 in South Korea, Austria won the World Cup. Runners-up with Colombia, third place was Sweden, and the current hosts of the 2050 World Cup will be Brazil. You've heard it here now, folks. European Football Championships. England won the first one in Germany against Sweden. 2028 was won by Switzerland against Spain. 2032 was won by France against Netherlands, for Netherlands and Belgium. Scotland and Wales hosted the 2036 and was won by Spain and Belgium finishing runners up. 2040 was won by Spain, Switzerland finishing runners up, and that was hosted in Switzerland and Austria. 2044 was won by France, Netherlands finishing runners up, Ukraine and Poland hosted that. And then 2048, Netherlands won that, England finishing second, and France hosting that one. And yeah, that'll be the end of this episode. So saying again, if you wanna try out the tactic, I'm saying again, if you want to try out the save from the point where I resign or when I leave Derby County in 2027, is it? It's been so long. But yeah, if you want to go and find that out and use that save and try it all out and play it for your personal save or whatnot, or you want to skip ahead a bit far into the future in 2049, you can get both of those saves by paying for on Patreon. If you look at all the tiers, one of them should say you get all my downloads or something. I don't know how I've structured it just yet. I'm still figuring that out, which best is best and all that stuff. But if you check that out and maybe subscribe to it, you'll get all my saves from now on. So you'll be getting me Manager of Legends once that's finished. You'll get my rebuilds, you'll get maybe the Build the Nations and Tactical Masterclass. I'm not sure, we'll have to figure it out. But yeah, if you have enjoyed this video, like the video, subscribe to the channel as well for more FM24 content, hit the bell as well for mobile notifications, and yeah, check out all my socials down in the description below. Knock off Patreon. I also have Twitter/X, I have Discord and I have Twitch, and yeah, comment and keep it friendly. Anyway, I've been Matthew, also there's SamuraiHex. I'll see you all next time. Hex signing out. Bye everybody.